So I have a friend here that wanted to join me on the inside of this room. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Traveling Gun. Today I began a 5-day trip, and it is the first day of me working with the whole mask on optional things on planes. And I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm down the middle. You know, wearing a mask didn't bother me. Not wearing it doesn't bother me. It's just one of those things is you see a lot of things on the planes where you like, I don't even know. Like, a lot of people do a lot of nasty things. Like, I mean, it's a lot. It's too much to explain. Other flight attendants have said it in their vlogs and things like that. So I know that a lot of flight attendants are happy, not because, well, partially because we don't have to wear them anymore, but the fact that a lot of people have gotten threatened over these past 2 years. Some people have had their teeth knocked out. I mean, you've seen the stories, you've heard the stories, and I understand. I sympathize with everybody, but I'm glad that it is optional. We don't have to pay the mask police anymore, and hopefully everybody is happy. Today, I have 3 legs. Originally I only had one, and then I added this Northwest Arkansas turn, and then I end up in Allentown again tonight, this evening around 5 o'clock. So this schedule, that's the only thing I added to the schedule was the Allentown turn. I mean, not Allentown, the X and A turn. And that was just because I only had the one leg. So I was just like, let me add this. And that's what I did to this 5-day trip. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to Allentown. I'm finna get ready and catch the shuttle and make it to the airport on time. Hello everybody, I made it here to Allentown. Today's flights were very uneventful. For my first day back with no mask, I've never seen so many passengers smile that much because they don't have to wear a mask. A lot of them came in and was like, I feel so great I don't have to wear a mask. Now, did have sort of like a little small incident coming here. So I'm working first class. Of course, we give out a first class snack basket. And so I'm going through going through first class, giving out the snack basket. So I get to this last guy. I guess he had his finger in his little brandy. And so when the snack basket came to him, he goes, and he was finna go. And I almost snatched the bag back. But he grabbed one thing, because sometimes I used to like to go through all of them. I'm like, man, that is not sanitary whatsoever. He literally licked his finger and was going. But other than that, that is all. I've been wearing my mask partially on and off because it gets hot in the galley and my mouth starts to sweat. I just feel naked without it. You know, I've had it on for 2 years and I just felt like I was naked, like literally naked in public. But everything's going well. Hopefully it stays that way. But tomorrow is a very early morning. Didn't realize I have to get up at 3:30. I have a 5 o'clock report time. So I'm going to wind down and try to get in bed as early as possible, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for day 2. Good morning, everybody. It's day 2. Got a little bit of rest last night. Today, it's going to be a long day for the simple fact of it's 12-hour day. Well, no, it's going to be a 12-hour day for me, but not a 12-hour duty day. I woke up at 3:30. I don't get done until 3:30 this afternoon, but I have a total of 4-hour sits for today. So I go from Allentown to Detroit, sit in Detroit for 2 hours, go to Detroit to JFK, sit in JFK for 2 hours, and then I end up in Cleveland by like 3:15, 3:30, or whatever. But, you know, it is what it is. It's pretty chilly up here, so I always bring my jacket. Even though it's warm in Atlanta, I always pack a jacket in my bag because, you know, the North to and Midwest, for whatever reason, y'all winters last probably to June sometimes. But it's really cold up here. Like, I think it's 40 degrees this morning. So always bring your jacket and always bring your bathing suit because you never know where you might end up. But I'm gonna get ready and go downstairs and see if they put breakfast out and try to grab something to eat before we get on this van. I'll see you guys a little bit later on today. Hi everybody, I made it here to Cleveland. Today's flight, it's been a long day. Technically it's not long, it's just been long because I got sleepy after the first flight. And then, you know, nothing actually happened on the flights, anything like that. Pretty much everybody's acting accordingly. I guess the mask, you know, has a way of doing that. But what gets me is the people who are wearing the mask, but yet they wear the mask kind of like halfway. Like, what's the point? Just take it off. We can take it off now. So what's the point of just having it on and you got half your mouth covered and the rest of it is just exposed to the air? I don't get it. But this hotel actually gave us a voucher for food, which is $8. Like, we can do it for breakfast, but since I'm leaving before breakfast, I got me a salad from the little market store. So I used my little money on that, and you know, that's gonna be my dinner for tonight. Plus, probably won't even eat what I brought because that salad probably filled me up. But other than that, I have another early report. Not as early as today, but it's a 5:15 report, so that means we leave at 5 o'clock from here. So I can't go to sleep yet. It's still only like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm gonna try to go downstairs and get the motivation to work out, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 3. Today is a 4-leg day, but they're a lot shorter legs than yesterday. So I do Cleveland to JFK, JFK to Baltimore, back to JFK, sit for 2.5 hours, and then I go to Rochester. So it's almost like 11-hour duty day, 12-hour duty day. So I don't end until like 4 o'clock this afternoon. Yeah, I don't know why I did this to myself. I guess, you know, beggars can't be choosers because I wanted the credit hours, but didn't realize that, you know, these were gonna be like short overnights and 12-hour duty days. But so if you want these credit hours, sometimes you have to do this. But I'm gonna get ready to go down to the van, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to Rochester. There's no weather, so I doubt anything changes unless there's a maintenance delay for somebody else. So I'll keep you guys updated if something happens. So I made it here to Rochester. Today's flights were very uneventful. Had a lot of sugar babies on my flight today going to the DR. I also had a lot of them on my flight yesterday from Detroit to JFK that was going to the DR as well. And how I know, well, one actually did come and tell me she's with her sugar daddy or whatever. She was trying to explain this whole story because it kind of threw me off when I saw them like holding hands and kissing. I just kind of looked because I saw them kissing. I was like, oh, okay. And, you know, she's been drinking, so of course she wants to give information that I didn't even ask for, so that's how I know. But I just, no judgment here. Get it how you live. That's how I look at it. I don't judge anybody for what you do. Do whatever you feel makes you happy. But other than that, I'm probably going to skip the gym today because I need to edit a video to put out for next week's vlog. And just take a break and just rest. My body needs some rest. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I have a 6:15 report time in a 5:55 van. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 4. Me and my flying partner thought we were going home today. Well, yesterday we thought we was going home today. Like today was gonna be the end of our trip. But I was like, no, we got one more day. I didn't get any work done last night. I ended up, basically what I did was something I should have never done, was got into bed with the computer and laid my head down, and I ended up falling asleep super early. But today is a 4-leg day. I go from here to LaGuardia, sit for an hour and a half, change planes, then I go to Norfolk, back to LaGuardia, and then I go to Charlottesville, Virginia tonight, and then I'm done around like the same time I was yesterday, about 4:30ish, I think. So it's just a 10-hour day, not 11 and a half. So it's kind of shorter, but you know, we do what we do. But we are going out of LaGuardia and not JFK, so everybody knows my experiences with, you know, LaGuardia and delays, and sometimes that does happen. But if anything does happen, I'll keep you updated. I'm finna get ready and check the room one more time because I accidentally left my charger 2 nights ago, but I wasn't able to get it back. I didn't realize it until I got to the van. But I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to Charlottesville. So I have a friend here that wanted to join me on the inside of this room. That's just a regular beetle, because I see those outside my house in my garden. But guess what, buddy? You're gonna die today. So everybody, obviously I've made it to Charlottesville. Today has been a drag along day. Didn't even have any sits, just because the constant early wake ups, and then it was just like, listen, I'm ready to go. Then this last flight, we have a disrespectful just disrespecting everybody, including the captain. And, you know, captain said something to the mother was just kind of like, it is what it is. Like, oh my goodness. But other than that, you know, it's just one of those days, you know, it's kind of like, hey, oh, he moving. I'm just trying to make sure he don't jump. But it's just one of those, you know, just one of those days from the constant early get-ups. But tomorrow's go home day. It's 91 degrees, so it's warm out. I'm gonna try to get out and do some things outside, just walk around because it's just warm. And other than that, I'm gonna get rid of this bug. I'll see you guys tomorrow for go home day. I have a 6 o'clock van, so I get to sleep in a little bit later, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Today is go home day, and that's our favorite day of trips, is go home day. Today is just 3 legs. I go to Atlanta, sit for 2.5 hours. Then I do a North Duluth return, and I'm done about 4 o'clock this evening. Yesterday I ended up changing rooms because when I pulled back the curtain, there were more beetles back then. I was just like, you know what? I ain't got time to deal with this. So I went back downstairs and they changed my room for me. But other than that, I don't have anything new to tell you all right now. I have about 5 minutes to get down to the van, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I close out the video. Of course, I'm hoping that they change me so I don't have to go to the Bahamas and I can finish a lot early, but we all know that doesn't happen for me. We know, especially with the Bahamas. But I think the company knows what it's doing by putting the Bahamas turn on the last turn of go home day, because it's worth 4 hours. The turn is worth 4 hours, so if you drop it, you lose 4 hours. And it's really nothing in open time that we have that's 4 hours to make up for the credit. So I think the company knows what they're doing. But that's just my opinion. I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose, but that's just my opinion, because there's never anything in open time to swap it out with to gain the 4 hours or even close to getting the 4 hours back. But I'll see you guys a little bit later on once to close out the video. How y'all doing, everybody? So I made it home. It's hours later, obviously, because I'm out of uniform. I done took a shower. I'm finna get ready and lay it down, and I realized I didn't close out the video. I'm downstairs. You know, downstairs is kind of my getaway from upstairs because it's kind of louder upstairs. And, you know, sometimes I come down here and, you know, I got a picture of my dad on the wall. Kind of ask him, like, you know, when I'm going through something, like, hey, what would you do in this situation? Or, you know, still try to get that fatherly advice from him. But, today's flights were very uneventful. I was rushing so much trying to get to my car. Like, I tell everybody, hey, nice working with y'all, bye, that I missed my turn and walked all the way to the other end of E and had to walk all the way back to get out to the shuttles. But, you know, that's the cost. That penalty lap is what we call it. The Bahamas turn at the end of the day is the penalty lap. And, but it is what it is. But I'm off for a couple of days, work outside in the garden, and try to rest as much as possible. And as always, hung on the ones that you love. Tell the ones that you love them. I'm out. On unexplained, I don't know when I'll be back again. Kiss me and smile for me.